For centuries, people have reported sightings of a strange creature lurking within the gloomy waters of Scotland's infamous loch. But are these accounts true, or are they just another myth or a giant hoax? Despite years of investigation and countless eyewitness testimonies, the riddle of this legendary brute has continued. Now, dive into the depths of this controversy using a mix of science, eyewitness testimony, zoology, and psychological testing. Scholars of the Loch Ness Monster find a dozen references to Nessie in Scottish history, dating back to around 500 AD, when local Picts carved a strange aquatic creature into standing stones near Loch Ness. The earliest written reference to a monster in Loch Ness is a 7th century biography of Saint Columba, the Irish missionary who introduced Christianity to Scotland. In 565 AD, according to the biographer, Saint Columba was on his way to visit the king of the northern Picts near Inverness when he stopped at Loch Ness to confront a beast that had been killing people in the lake. Since then, a new road was completed along Loch Ness's shore, affording drivers a clear view of the loch. However, on May 2, 1933, the Inverness Courier reported that a local couple claimed to have seen an enormous animal rolling and plunging on the surface. When asked to interview, McKay declined to appear on camera but agreed to give a statement.
Well, the day that I saw the monster, it was the beginning of May 1933, and I was trudging back from Inverness. I came up the hill where I came in sight of the bay, glanced out across it, and saw this large lump is the best way to describe it. The nearest I can tell you is it looked like a boat that I had turned upside down. It was about 30 feet in length and nearly 10 feet in height, from the water to the top of the back. It was a bright sunny day, and the water was bright blue, and it really showed up against it. It was a mixture of browns, greens, sludgy sorts of colours. I looked at it on and off for a few seconds because I was walking. Must have seen it 3 or 4 times, and the last time I looked, it was gone. What did you think? What went through your mind at the time? Well, I thought to myself, oh, there's Nessie. That time I saw it, I've been living here a year. And then something in the back of my head sort of said, that's just not Nessie. That's got to be the Loch Ness Monster that everybody has spent thousands of pounds searching for, and you're looking right at the darn thing. I nearly slipped off the road, mind you, but luckily I didn't. What happened when you got home? When I got home, I thought, I need a strong drink. But obviously there was none in the house, so I thought, right, strong coffee will do.
Also, when asked to be interviewed, Richard Margarita, a chocolate beer specialist from Denmark, refused to appear on camera and officially give a statement, but did give permission for his statement to be used in this documentary. The story of the Loch Ness Monster became a media phenomenon, with London newspapers sending correspondents to Scotland and a circus offering a £20,000 reward for capture of the beast. Even the creative director-in-chief of the Unicorn Division, Honey Bloom, called the UK Daily Mail and mentioned seeing something when she was at Loch.
I was sitting and doing some paperwork, and I looked up at the loch, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this black hump come out of the water. I thought, oh heavens, and looked at it again, and sure enough, it went back into the water and came back out again, and back down. I thought immediately, sort of looked ahead and thought, I've seen it. Good grief, after all these years being here and thinking, heavens above, I've actually seen it.
After the 1933 sighting, interest steadily grew, especially after another couple claimed to have seen the beast on land crossing the shore road. Several British newspapers sent reporters to Scotland, including London's Daily Mail, which hired big game hunters Marmaduke Wetherell and Anna Worthington, a bread scientist, to capture the beast. After a few days of searching the loch, Wetherell reported finding footprints of a large, four-legged animal. In response, the Daily Mail carried the dramatic headline, "Monster of Loch Ness is not a legend, but a fact." Additionally, Anna Worthington had a statement to make.
It's just a hankering for a good old fashioned gun, but when I saw it, 3 black humps so ugly that I fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. Being a bread scientist and all, I thought to myself that these things don't just come out of the neck. There's always a reason for everything.
Amateur investigators kept an almost constant vigil, and in the 60s, several British universities launched expeditions to Loch Ness using sonar to search the deep. Nothing conclusive was found, but in each expedition, the sonar operators detected large, moving, underwater objects they could not explain. In 1975, Boston's Academy of Applied Science combined sonar and underwater photography in an expedition to Loch Ness. A photo resulted that, after enhancement, appeared to show the giant flipper of a plesiosaur-like creature. Further sonar expeditions in the 1980s and 1990s resulted in more tantalizing, if inconclusive, readings. Revelations in 1994, that the famous 1934 photo was a hoax, hardly dampened the enthusiasm of tourists and professional amateur investigators to the legend of the Loch Ness Monster. So what do you think? Are these accounts true, or are they just another myth and a giant hoax?